Hey friends, so as you guys can see, my face is a goddamn mess. So I want to show you guys what I use in order to get rid of all this rosacea, all this dry skin. So stay tuned. So the very first thing I'm going to use is my primer. Now today I'm going to be using the VFX Pro Strobe Primer. And this is a cream or moisturizer base. Normally I would go for the VFX Pro, the photo filter technology silicone version. But in the winter, I've been noticing that my skin is a lot more dry. So this is the original one I normally would use. But today I'm going to be using the Strobe Primer. It's hard to see, but this is the one I've been using. Again, I'm going to use, I tend to overuse it, but I use a little bit like this. I'm going to rub it in my hands, and then I'm going to apply it all over my skin. I'm going to do it on my eyes as well a little bit. First layer is done. Okay, next up I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm going to use my Pro to Fit eyeshadow primer from Pharmacy. What I do is I normally just take a little on my finger like this, and I just prime. It's going to give it a nice even tone. It's going to get rid of any of the redness or unevenness on your eyes, and it will also help brighten, and it will also help your eyeshadow stick to your eye. So today I'm going to use one of our brand new palettes from Pharmacy called Iconic. It has some really nice bright colors in it. So we have a couple of new palettes, but this one has a little bit more of a color variation. It has some blues, some greens. So we're going to have fun with this palette. So just kind of going on a whim. I don't really have an idea of what I'm doing, but let's start off with, I always start off with like a really neutral tone first. So we have probably about 6 shimmer shades in this, and then we have about 4 that are matte shades. So I'm going to start off with the matte shades down on the bottom. I'm going to start with the lighter one and increasingly get a little darker. So I'm going to start out with this, the color Leader. And I'm just going to go in my crease line. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to go in, clean the brush off. So now that there's not a lot of product on it, I'm just going to go back and soften it up. Okay. So next up, I'm going to go in with Bliss, which is the second deepest color. And I'm just going to go right over what I just did, leaving a little bit of a space at the top. And I'm focusing a lot more on the inner, this real deep crease. Okay. Once my brush is cleaned off, I'm going to go in and blend. Again, I don't really have a plan today. We'll see how it comes out. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the next deeper one, which is called Struggle, right here. Okay, and again, I'm going to clean my brush off. And just blend that in. Okay. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of blue. And I'm going to start that very, very lightly. Hey, you want to come say hi? Come here. All right, guys. This is Heidi. This is my little girl. She's my little rescue. Oh, she doesn't want to stay. Okay. So let's see. She's very nosy. I'm gonna go with a smaller brush. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush, and I'm going to. Oop, she's hanging out with me. So I'm gonna get more of that blue, and I'm just gonna increase that color. And that blue is also blending in with the other colors I already did. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of this bronze here. And I'm going to keep that on the outside. And I'm just going to keep this deeper. But I love shimmers, so I'm going to start adding in the shimmers on the lid. We have a visitor. Heidi. 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 I don't know what she's doing. So, do the other side. Okay. And I always come up with like weird stuff to do. All right, so let's do, I want to lighten up that blue a little bit. Let's see. Maybe, I always get more of an intense color when I do my fingers. So I think I'm going to do gradient. I'm going to come in with a little bit of the crush. I'm going to do that on the center part of my lid. And then I will go to the lighter color on the very inner part of the lid. Okay, wipe that off. And then I'm going to go in with the lightest shade, which is called Idol. I like using my finger because I get the most intense color. Okay. Don't knock it till it's done yet. I'll always make it look somewhat good. Somewhat. So since I've been using pharmacy products, I get a lot of compliments on my makeup, and I can't say that I'm like a makeup artist or that I've practiced, I've done my makeup all the time, but I can't say that I've done any sort of education or anything like that. I'm kind of self-taught, but it feels really good when you're using the right makeup and you're practicing, and then like somebody compliments you and says like, oh my God, what is that? The other day I had somebody come in at my job, and they were talking about the eyeshadow I was wearing, and I ended up being able to connect them because they were so interested in what my eye makeup was. So hopefully she's happy. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. So let's see. I think next up I'm going to work on some of my eyeliner. Okay, so for my eyeliner, I grabbed my blue eyeliner. I have two different blue eyeliners. I think I'm going to go, I know they look very, very similar, but they're actually different. They're about a shade different from each other. I think I'm going to go with the lighter one. The lighter one is just a little bit more bright and a little more shimmery. So I'm going to go in, and actually I haven't used this one, so it's actually quite sharp. So I'm not always the best at applying eyeliner. So I'm going to go about halfway on that eye. Okay, so I went a little in my waterline, and then I'm going to take the white and do that inner corner. Okay. Hi, you on camera? Hi, say hi to everybody. Say hi. You want to do your makeup? You have lovely eyeliner on, don't you? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You want to show everybody how you do your makeup? Huh? You like the camera? So we had a... Hi, what are you doing? We have a little interrupter. Yes, we do. Want to say hi to everybody? Hi. Say hi. No, we don't want to. Okay. So, anyway, I guess it likes the camera. So I'm going to leave my eyes alone for now, and I will do any touch-ups that I want to do afterwards. But what I'll do is I'll show you how I'm going to get the rest of my face done first. So I usually use the CC cream. I like the CC cream because it's a color corrector. However, in the winter now, I've been using the BB cream. I did order my light to medium. Light to medium is the perfect shade for me. However, right now I either have light or I have medium. So I'm going to use the medium today. It's a little on the deeper side for me, but it's perfectly fine. It's very blendable, and actually you can mix this with, maybe you can actually mix the light and the medium together and get the right perfect tone. So never worry, you can always find your right match by mixing and matching the two. But anyway, or any of our other foundations. So I'm just going to put a dab like that. You don't really need a whole lot to cover your face. However, I like good coverage, so I will tend to overdo it. And then again, you could do light and then just do more as you could always add more. It's hard to take it off though. So my big thing is I like to kind of like push it in and do little brush strokes like this, as opposed to like totally wiping it in circles on my face. I have super dry skin. I don't want to, you know, sort of move the product around too much. I want good coverage. And I also just don't want to roughen up my face to loosen up, you know, any dry, dead skin cells. I always make sure I do everything, even my neck, because that gets bad too. I have really bad, I get bad skin, and it's not always, it's not surface, it's hormonal, it's internal, so it is what it is. So I'm always battling that situation from a cosmetic standpoint. So, but if you guys notice, my eyes and my eye makeup just kind of completely popped because now my skin is just much more even. So that's my layer. So definitely before and after, such a huge difference for me. And again, this is not very much. I put a little bit on. And just to imagine, if you wanted to do more of a full coverage, you could do a full coverage with our full coverage makeup foundation as well. Or you could just go with a CC cream or BB cream, and it'll still fix everything, all the problems that you're having. So, all right, guys, do you see that coverage? Such a huge, huge difference from what I had before. So right now I basically have a decent amount on my skin. So in order for it to feel a little bit more natural, what I do is I use our Time Locker spray. And what I'll do is I basically wet it with the setting spray. And then I use the Beauty Bud. And what it does is it gives me a really nice finish. To me, it's more of a natural finish to the skin. Okay. So that's the way I finish my face off with, again, my BB cream. Oop. So again, that's how I finish with my BB cream. And then also finishing off with my setting spray. Okay, so I'm just going to finish on my face with the, I'm going to use a bronzer, my bronzer stick. I'm also going to do a little bit of highlight. I'll do a little bit of concealer under my eyes. So first off, what I do is if I'm just kind of want to do like a quick look, I'm not going crazy. I will literally, when I'm going to work, I will do 1, I will do 2, And I will do a little bit up here and the side of my nose to slim it, right? Just a little bit of something. Okay, I'm going to take one. Actually, this is not the brush. I like a tighter brush for this. And I'm just going to go in a circular motion and blend it out. Because I don't want any harsh lines, but I just want a little bit of color. Okay. I have a big forehead. It's not too bad, but just gives it a little bit more shadow. And the key to makeup is blend, blend, blend. So as you see, I got a little bit of definition there. And next up, I'll do a little bit of a highlight. Okay, I happen to like to use my fan brush. This is our 3-in-1 highlighter palette. Sometimes what I'll do is just go swipe over the whole thing and just get, or you can do them individually. Today, I think because I used a lot of the gold tones, I'm going to use this one a little bit. You see that little shimmer? I kind of go right over that little cheekbone. I really don't need too much. I go like this, brighten that area a little bit. But actually, I'm going to use that. I use my concealer to do that, so. Okay. So let's do a little bit of concealer. I'm using the Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. This is the lightest shade, 03. I think it's called Ivory. I wanted it in one of the lighter shades. So 1, 2, 3, 4, doesn't really matter. I kind of do this and I go down a little bit because you want to do that V shape. Put a little bit here, put a little bit here. I know you can do it a little bit here too. Most of the time I'm wearing a mask at work, so it doesn't really matter. But, and I use this brush from Pharmacy. I don't know if it's a concealer brush or what. But I just like to brighten it up. It also helps you define and clean up the edges. I have my cat is like laying against my back. Okay, a little bit there. Bring that up and out. Sort of like a fan. Fan that out. Again, anything you're brightening or concealing is something that you want to push forward. Anything you want to darken, you want to hide. Unless you want to hide your whole face, in which case just put on a hood. Okay. So that is the concealer. And then I got this brand new, blush. It's in number 17, Love Letter. Brand new for me. It just came in the mail, I think last week. It's a really nice pink, real deep pink tone. For some reason, I really like the deep colors. I'm a very earthy tone kind of girl. if you guys haven't noticed. But I like very earthy, deep tones. I'm not really into pastels, even though I'm wearing something a little lighter today. It's only because I'm wearing blue pants, and I wanted to wear something like orangey. They're actually NYX pants, and not Nick a guy, but the Knicks, New York Knicks. And I got it from Matt. So, and they're kind of on the big side for me. But anyway, so I'm going to grab, let's see. I'm going to use this brush. I normally use a different brush, but I haven't used this before. So, like, if you were to smile, I kind of try to do the cheeks. I don't want to do too much, but you just get like a little rosy. Little goes a long way, actually, and it's kind of a deep color, so. All right, so to pull the whole face together, I have a really big fluffy brush. And I just want to get rid of the harsh lines. Okay, let's go find some lipstick to wear today. Okay, so I decided to go with the little BB lipstick. It's moisturizing, so, and it's not that crazy of a color. It's an 03. I want to say it's maybe Birthday Chic, but I'm not 100% sure. But it is our BB matte lipstick in 03. It's not... It's not too red. It's not too purple. It's very hard when you wear glasses and you can't see. Okay. So that's a little bit of a color just to kind of give me something on my lips. And let me see. I think we'll do a little bit of setting spray and then we're pretty much good to go. So, okay. All right, guys, thanks for watching me today. I hope you enjoyed this look today. If you have any questions about any of the products I used today, just message me down below. I will give you all the details. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.